in this video, we're going to talk about 5 things that I like about the FLO Footpegs for Dyna. Let's check it out. What's going on, YouTube? BK Low is back in the building. And we're out here with the Stay Low crew once again. We got FXDL in the building. We got Old Man Armstrong in the building. And yeah, let's do this thing. Yeah, buddy! Starting him early. I like his high-vis helmet, too. He's got one just like me. That's great. Alright, so before we start this little review video, first and foremost, gotta give a shout out to Get Lowered Cycles for making this possible. If you're not familiar with Get Lowered Cycles, they are your one-stop shop for anything motorcycle related. Helmets, suspension, exhaust, you name it, they got it. So check out Get Lowered. And if you are going to get lowered and you happen to be spending $100 or more, use this code and this will get you one free Get Lowered t-shirt. Just make sure to put your size in the details and they will hook you up with that sweet Get Lowered high quality t-shirt. One of the best t-shirts I've ever owned. Can't say enough about this t-shirt. It will increase your horsepower by at least 5. It'll increase your torque by 0.7. I'm telling you, you want this t-shirt. So use my code if you're spending $100 or more. Get yourself a fine quality t-shirt, especially as the summer hits. And I also have to say that please, if you do like this content, if this content helps you in any way, do check out my Patreon. Go on there, find a tier that's right for you, and join the Stay Low crew. Support your local lowrider. So here we go. This is the lowdown on the FLO Footpegs for Dyna. And of course, thing number 1 that I like is probably the most obvious thing, and that's just the comfort of these foot pegs. So I gotta tell you, man, like I was rocking those Arlen Ness brass knurled pegs for a while. They're the cylindrical type pegs, and after a while, especially in the summer when I'm doing my long distance rides, I started to get this really weird thing that was happening with my heel on my right foot when I would go to the gym and be running and stuff, which I believe is called plantar fasciitis. A lot of runners get this. Yeah, I started getting it, and it's something I never had before. Like, I was a runner in high school. Like, it was really weird, and I couldn't figure out why it was happening. And I switched to these pegs that are a little bit more flatter, that aren't like cylinders that are going against your arch. And ever since I switched to these pegs, I've never had that issue before when I run. So the comfort level of these, like I could ride with these all day, be really comfortable, not get any cramps in my foot. So I gotta give number 1 to just like the amazing comfort level on these. So if you are someone who's putting in those miles, riding all day, doing those long distance trips, you cannot go wrong with these pegs. Alright, so thing number 2 that I like, that is the stability that you are going to get from these. So they have the spikes, so like when you put your when you rest your foot on them, it keeps you really stable, and it kind of grabs your boot or your van or whatever you're wearing, and it keeps your foot staying still. So I think you know, that aspect is going to be really good for people who are riding hard, you know, really pushing their bikes to doing what they could do. And of course, those stunt riders out there who are doing wheelies and stuff, you're going to want to have that grabbing effect if you're making your bike go 12 o'clock or something like that. So I really like knowing that, like, you know, my feet are planted, that there's something grabbing onto them. It just makes me be able to ride that much more aggressively, get into turns that much more deeper, and yeah, you know, it's great. It's a major upgrade. Alright, so thing number 3 that I really like about these pegs, and that's just the general aesthetic of them. I think they look great. I think they really clean up the bike more than a rubber cylindrical peg will do. So like the sleekness of them, the spikes, you know, which have a purpose of grabbing your foot, are actually a cool styling point of these too. Like, who doesn't like spikes on their Harley Davidson? It's like one of the most Harley Davidson things, along with putting skulls on your bike. Yeah, so I love, love, love the aesthetic of these pegs. You know, they look great. You know, they look great on my bike. If you have a Dyna tail, such as the 2018-2019 Fat Bob like FXFB has, they look great on that bike too. You know, they actually make floorboards that I think look awesome as well. So again, I can't say enough about the aesthetic of these pegs. They really clean the bike up, really give it the look that I was trying to go for. So yeah, that styling point and that look that you get is definitely a major component. Alright, thing number 4 that I really like, and this is coming down to another, this is more on the styling point side, but I really like that they offer a matching shifter that goes along with these pegs. So as you can see, I am also rocking the FLO shifter, which has those spikes on them as well, and I think it also just cleans up that area of the bike really well and adds a nice touch by matching to the pegs. So I love the fact that you know, you have that option to, you know, match your shifter to the pegs. It's like the little details like that that can make or break your bike, or that can set aside your bike from other people who are doing the same thing. So again, I love having the option to have that shifter. It's better than having a rubber shifter. I noticed that it takes less of a toll on my boots than a rubber shifter does. So gotta love that. Alright, so thing number 5 that I really like about these FLO pegs, and this one is definitely more minor, but I think there's a lot of people that this goes a long way for, and I really actually liked the packaging for these pegs. The packaging was really cool, and the fact that the company put that much detail into like the first impression that the customer is gonna have, I think says a lot about the product. And like, you know, when you have packaging like that, you kind of know that you're getting a premium product. So yeah, the packaging is absolutely awesome. Alright, so that is the lowdown on the FLO pegs for Dyna. Do not just take my word for it. Check out FXFB's channel and ask him what he thinks. I'm sure he'll also, you know, give you his thoughts, give you his rundown on the pegs. But yeah, I definitely cannot recommend them anymore. It's changed the experience of my ride a lot, And it's great, man. It's like a really small thing that you wouldn't think would change up your ride, but it really does, man. So yeah, again, shout out to Get Lowered. Thank you for making this possible. And for all you guys, thank you for watching. Shout out to the Stay Low crew. Thank you for your continued support. And yeah, that's all we got for this one. As always, thank you for watching. And BK Low is out.